Healthy Living with Mila, proudly sponsored by Paradise Beverages, TST Barocco, and Trophy House, and proudly supported by Laguna Hotel.
Welcome to Healthy Living with Mila, where we show you all the tips and tricks to living a healthy lifestyle. I'm your fitness trainer, Jermaine Casco. Today's episode is dedicated to independent women. So what is an independent woman? An independent woman is someone who works and takes care of herself. That is all her finances and her commute and travel. So we will be meeting up with Xenia from the House of Xen, and she will give us an insight on being an independent woman.
Hi, my name is Xenia Peni. I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 this year. I am from New Ireland in the Central Province. I have a 5-year-old son and I'm currently in a relationship with a wonderful man. So my inspiration my entire life has always been my mother. She is straight out the hardest working woman, hardest working person I know. And so she has always been my source of inspiration, and she has always been my constant in my life. So Mum and I own the business together, House of Xen together. And so when we started it, it was purely, for myself, it was for my son. At the time, I had just come out of a relationship with his father, and I was a single mother at the time. And so that wanting to provide more for my son is what drove me, was my driving factor. I wanted to be able to give him a stable life, in that he was emotionally and financially secure, and that I could send him to school, be able to put a roof over his head, feed him, and clothe him. And that was my source of inspiration. Running my own business has been empowering on so many different levels. You're the one that is making all the decisions. So any decision that you make, it's it's you. You're the only person. Whereas if you're working for somebody else or an organization, there is, if you like, somebody else that can take the blame, or if something doesn't work, you can just pin it on the next person. But for me, starting House of Xen has been so refreshing, so fulfilling for me, because I not only am I able to say this is how I want to run my business, but we are providing a service for Papua New Guineans, not only Papua New Guineans, but the wider community. And we're assisting with the creation of jobs. And so that gives me a lot of empowerment, that I'm able to give back in my own small way through the creation of jobs, and also providing the service for our community. That gives us a lot of empowerment, being able to empower somebody else. Oh, there are always challenges, not only when you're running your own business, but life in general is always throwing challenges at you. And I guess it's how you deal with it. But early on in the business, we had a lot of sleepless nights. Our main challenge would have been our resources, our people. In this industry, the education level of the staff is very limited. And so having to explain to somebody, these are your roles and responsibilities. You need to be here at 8 o'clock, not at 10 o'clock. And, the customer is always right type thing is something that we always was the biggest challenge for us when we started, was, having the right staff, having the right people to be able to, achieve our business goals and to provide the service that we wanted to provide for the community. There was also challenges with, our suppliers, because we were a new player in the market. They probably we hadn't built our trust and our relationship with them as yet. And so, those are challenges that you face as when you're starting your own business, but you have to persevere, because you have a goal, and that's, if you're passionate about it, then you continue to push through, so you are able to achieve it. Keeping fit and living a healthy lifestyle was something that we were raised with. Okay. My mom and dad, they were black belts in Taekwondo. Wow. And my mom also used to teach aerobics classes. So we would always follow her along to her aerobics classes, or we would be following them to their Taekwondo classes. And so that was something that was ingrained in us from when we were young. So how do I keep fit? Apart from the classes that mom and I teach twice a week, every other day, I train with my paddling club, Port Moresby Outrigger Canoe Club, and we have a couple of gym sessions a week, and then we do 3 water sessions out of Elevala at Hanuabara. Oh, okay. So that's where our club is based, at Elevala. I do that, and then I also have time with my son and my partner, and we go out and play cricket together or go to futsal. And basically our whole lives revolve around health and fitness. And I guess that's how I'm able to balance my time with work and my family, because it's a collective thing for us. I would like to think, that I am a role model for other Papua New Guineans, not only women, men included. And, when you're a role model or an ambassador, I think we have to, and I may be going off track a bit here, we also need to remember to look at ourselves and how we carry ourselves as role models and people that, potentially a younger Papua New Guinean would look up to.
Healthy cooking, nutrition with Chef Franscoise.
That's the one.
He's going to make...
I will make a fish papillote. The meaning of papillote in terms of cooking is a fish which has been wrapped up on something.
Where is that word from?
France, in France. Meaning of papillote in the term of cooking, it is an ingredient which has been packed in a bag.
Okay.
In a bag or in
Or they call it a fish caramel.
So how we clean the fish, I remove all the gilt, I remove all the inside, and it's all clean. I cut it halfway to here. Okay, so here can you see, it's all been cleaned. So what I'm going to do now to prepare a fish, I'm going to simple things. I'm going to wrap the inside with salt. What the salt does, it keeps the fish meat together and nice and firm. Okay, I'll do the same from the outside. I'll wrap them with salt a bit. On the other side too. I put a bit of salt on it. I'll rub it up all the way up. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of kumu.
Is it Arabica?
Arabica, yeah, kumu. A bit of ginger, a bit of garlic, and a bit of lemon juice. Okay, lemon is very good. I have also here coconut milk, and I'm going to add it to it. And I'm going to take my hands they clean. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blend them up together to make a little bit of a paste. Okay, and I'm going to get 2 lemons that I'm going to put with it also. That will go inside the fish, down there. So I'm going to get it. I'm going to put it, stuck them in, all the way in, inside. That will be inside the fish. And we give him the flavor when he cooks. So I'll turn him around that way. I like the fish to look at me when I cook it.
Yes.
All right, so what I'm going to do with the next one now, I'll get the coconuts, and I wrap the coconuts on top all over to keep the moist. Okay, don't forget the fish have to be moist all the time.
So that's a coconut cream,
That's
not
a
the coconut milk,
Yeah, that's a
right?
coconut cream. Yeah.
Majority of the PNG people knows how to make their coconut milk and make the coconut cream.
Indeed.
Yes.
When they shred the coconuts, we get the thick part and the milky part.
Yes.
So you get the thick part. You could use the fresh coconuts. Yes, indeed.
The first one.
That's the one. The first one.
Okay, and
That's
that
it.
is what the cream is coming
That's
from.
the one. Yeah, the one the cream is one. I put plenty because I want him to be
Is
nice
it
and
not
juicy.
depends on the water, amount of water that they soak on the coconut?
Well,
pulp?
I don't use the water when I scrape my coconuts. I use the milk of the coconut.
Oh no combination of water.
No. I use
Okay.
it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is simply process. I'm going to get a bit of salt on the outside. All right. I'm going to get a bit of lemon juice. All right, and I leave the skin in there. And I'm going to bit of lemon juice. and I
Okay,
leave the
what
skin
is
in there.
your purpose of leaving the skin there?
Because the lemon has got a good flavor on the skin.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. That's why I leave the lemon in there. We're not going to eat the lemon. We
Okay.
keep it for the flavor.
Okay, and
Okay.
also the aroma.
The aroma, that's the one. So
Okay.
now what we're going to do is simple.
So don't you put any like a pepper or chili?
No, no.
Okay.
I make it simple. That one is only salt, coconuts, kumu, lemon,
Okay.
and ginger. Okay.
Yes. Chef recommended that if you want to have more aromatic and imp taste of this type of preparation,
Yes.
you can use a nutmeg, a black pepper, a chili,
And a bit of
vanilla,
and that's it.
and of course, a
That's it.
turmeric has a good medical benefit for your body. All these ingredients, the dry is farm paradise food, fish, coconut, to all this fresh ginger,
Ginger, garlic.
and everything. Yes,
Yeah, that's-
we got that from Starland, and the vegetables is from
TST.
TST supermarket.
That's the one. Okay, now my carry on. I'll mash it up with the coconut milk. I will still put some ginger on the outside. Ginger is good for you, give you a lot of flavor. I'm going to put some more garlic on the outside. It's only for flavor. Okay, what I'm going to do now, when I finish that one, I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, I'll wrap it up on that way. I'll wrap it up on that way. And I close it like that. And I close it like that. Okay.
Banana leaves can be also used. They will just
Yes, indeed. Wrap it
you
up,
know.
wrap it up. So
Yes.
if they use the banana leaf, we have to be more, put him on top of the fire and be smoked.
Smoke.
Yes, indeed, yeah. We smoke it up. We've done that. We wrap it up in a banana leaf and you do your fire on your barbecue and you put him on top with the banana leaf.
Yes.
And the smoke will cook it in the heat.
Oh, the banana is smoked. The
That's the
banana
one.
leaves is smoked, and that's more tasty.
Very nice. It's very tasty also,
Okay.
indeed.
So, guys,
That's the one.
at home,
Get your banana leaf ready, wrap the fish in a banana, working fire, blow your plat, put him stand a happy click, and get your fish, put him on top, cover him with something you have and let it down there. And this is how we smoke the fish and we cook it perfectly. And we cook
Well
it
done.
time to time.
yes.
That's
So
the
you're
one.
going to put this in the oven
I'm
now?
going to put that in the oven.
Okay, while I'm
I'll be back shortly.
Wow,
Bonjour.
Francoise, bonjour. This is the finished product.
That is the finished product now we have.
Can we
okay.
show it to our viewers,
Yes,
please?
indeed, yeah. That's the one. That's how it looks like it. And could you
Look
see?
at that.
Yeah. All the coconut milk and the fish smell around. It's very, very nice. And the fish is nice and done properly cooked. There we are.
That smells good. Wow.
Look at that. That's beautiful. It is.
There you go. Can you see, viewers? The consistency of the meat is excellent.
Perfect.
Viewers, I have the privilege to taste it first.
That is lovely. That is lovely. That is lovely.
Beautiful. Welcome back to Healthy Living with Mila. Stay tuned to learn more, getting fit and healthy.
These are easy workouts that women on the go can use to get fit. Jumping jacks. This is a full body workout. It helps with cardio. Mountain climbers. This builds core strength and also cardio. Leg raises, cardio and core as well as butt. Jump squats strengthens butt, legs and core. Leg and butt raiser. This works on the core, butt and leg. The donkey kick. This helps build butt muscles and core. Double donkey kick. This helps with core, legs and butt. The fire hydrant raise. This builds inner thigh, butt and core. The wall squat, the best exercise for core strengthening.
Fuel up on your energy with Queen Emma's dark chocolate.
Join us again next week for another fabulous tricks and tips about living a healthy life. Only on your number one, EMTV.
Bonjour. Tabonamonao. No, bonsoir. Bonsoir.
On today's episode, we will be back.
Si, au revoir.
Thank you.
Mama Uta, bonsoir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Healthy Living with Mila, proudly sponsored by Paradise Beverages, TST Barocco, and Trophy House, and proudly supported by Laguna Hotel.